Will you give me a quick test 1, 2?
Testing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Testing all the ones and the twos here, everybody.
I'm going to see it for a minute.
You're not in it.
Until you're
Good.
ready to, I think we're set up. Get it a little bit.
Yeah, you can turn it more towards you.
No, we just gotta make sure both of us is in here, baby.
Are you going to be comfortable sitting upright and erect?
I'm so fine sitting erect. Are you erected?
Are you
erected?
sure you're comfortable being that erect?
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable being this erect. Look how hard I am. No, yeah, isn't this where you said this is where you and Tina sit, right?
Yeah, but she sits a little bit more comfortably.
Does she?
You're
Like
sitting very erect. There you go.
Is this better? Yeah, this does feel a lot better. This does feel better. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. We're getting comfy here. I have a very special guest on. You might know her as Carla. You might know her from Trailer Tales. You might know her from one of her many podcasts, Slop City. She's amazing. She tours all over this country. But personally, she's a very good friend of mine, and we've known each other for a very long time. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody, Libby Higgins.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me on the podcast. I've known Bobby for quite a few years.
You know, for quite a few years. And if you had to guess, how many years would you say it was?
Over 10.
Oh, my God, over a decade. That means you guys have been bopping around this country for a long time.
Bobby was doing comedy way before me. I'd go to open mics just to check things out, and Bobby was well established
And for
in the
those that
community.
only might not know, open mic means an open microphone that anyone can. It's right open. Anyone can. Any jackass can sign up. Ooh, can we say jackass on the? It's my show.
It's your show. It's
And we sure can. Discombobulated. No, I have known you for a long time. I've known you for so long. You almost got me in trouble with the law. You've almost got me.
Hey.
I've had good times and scary times with you.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to be on tour. You can see me in Reno, Nevada at the Laugh Factory opening for Stoner Rob on the 30th through the 2nd. That is October 30th through November 2nd. And then you can see me on the road with Cactus Tate right here. Where?
We will be in Kansas City, Missouri on November 5th, and then November 6th in Omaha, Nebraska.
And then November 7th and 8th, I will be headlining at Peoria at the Jaycox Comedy Club in Peoria, Illinois.
And then you can catch us down in the Ohios, where we will be in Perrysburg.
No. Say it right. I will
Scratch that.
No, yeah, scratch that. But then we're right after Peoria. Where will we be?
In Appleton, Wisconsin.
November 14th and 15th at the Skyline Comedy Club, and then we are coming to Ohio.
Yes.
November 18th, we will be where?
Perrysburg.
Then November 19th, we will be.
Columbus.
Then November 20th, we will be.
Dayton.
Did I say November?
Yeah.
Great. Come see a show.
Tell us about the time that we drove back from Cleveland.
Yeah, me and Libby both had auditioned for JFL.
And they hated me. Did they hate you?
They hated me too. They hated both of us. I think we were standing together when they both. I remember he talked to you and he was asking you questions, and I was standing next to him. I was like, I bet he's gonna talk to me next, and he goes, "Hello." he
literally passed me by, and I had to go back and get him.
Yeah, for sure. And I remember because you had this was right after JFL, and this was also that was probably the first time I'd seen you have like a panic attack. And it was crazy because you had gotten off stage and you did amazing. Like you really had a great set, and you were walking to the bathroom. I go, "You just killed." And you go, "What?" And then you went to the bathroom. And I felt so bad for you, but I truly had never. I'm not used to that because I'll get nervous. You know, it's like you get nervous before you go on stage, but once it's done, I feel like it kind of like melts away. But not for you. It doesn't.
It takes a while.
Yeah.
Especially if you have a 2-show night, you go down and then you go back up.
And the nerves when you're about to do something, if you're either recording for like a special or if you're doing something like JFL or when it matters, you get ultra nervous. All of a sudden you're like, do I know how to say the? How do I say the? Like I'll just I'll just be like, shit, no, I gotta change everything I've ever done.
But here's the funny and ironic part is JFL doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
And we thought it did.
Yeah.
And then that guy got fired for doing bad things.
Yeah, but and also these things matter for whenever, because there are people that we know that it does help out or something like that. So it does matter, but it just doesn't matter as much as you think it does. It does feel that much. But we did, that's what we're talking about is we did the show. And then I'd asked you, I was like, I'm driving back to St. Louis. And you're like, hey, can I ride with you? And I was like,
Which is weird because I don't like riding with people.
which made me feel good because I love when people ride. I like when people spend the night at my house, and I love when people ride with me.
Don't like any of those
You don't
things.
like those things?
Nope.
Oh my God, dude. One time I was with Andy, the old manager of Helium.
Andy Slowey?
And no. Yeah, the old manager of
Andy-
the improv shop.
What is...
Kolashevsky or something like that.
I never knew how to say it.
I honestly, I swear to God, I usually say K. That was the first. I think I just tried and got through it pretty well. But we were out one night and we were partying, and there was like a dude who had just got off, and he was like the busboy at this restaurant. And when I say busboy, he was also 46 years old. Like he was a 46-year-old man. We met that night and we all partied and I ended up having a party at my house. He'd spent the night, and then in the morning, like I made everyone eggs and stuff. And he goes, you are so nice. And I literally was like, I just like when people spend the night at my house. But yeah, so you wanted to ride with me, which I was excited about.
Weird.
I was so excited about because I love hanging out. I like to drive with someone or whatever. But I remember we got in the car and I, on my life, looked to my right to be like, here's Libby. We're going to have a conversation the whole way home. And you had sat in the back seat, which I understand. If that makes you more comfortable or whatever, I get it. I just go, Libby? And I remember I was like, Uber for Libby. Dude. And this is what was so funny is as soon as we got in the car, and I was like, I'm not going to smoke or anything. I didn't even say, I was like, I'm not going to smoke weed and drive, but I do have weed in the car. And I don't even remember why I said it or whatever. And you just go, Bobby, all I'm telling you is if we get pulled over, I am fucking singing like a canary. And I go, well, if we get pulled over, you don't have to say anything. And they're like, you go, I'm sitting in the back seat. It's kind of look where I was like, yeah, you are sitting in the back seat. They're going to be like, are you trafficking this woman?
Are you
across the
trafficking this
country?
elderly woman who's snitching on you?
Yeah.
No, if an officer did come up to his window, I would have said, I just want to alert you, sir. There is quite a bit of marijuana inside the trunk.
And he would see it and be like, this isn't quite a lot. And
it's enough that he's going to get felony charges,
Yes.
possession and probably distribution.
You're telling him all this. Probably distribution too. You should probably get this fucker for distribution. Oh my God. But yeah, I remember you said that. And that's how much I love you. I didn't even care. I was just like, well, I'm driving the speed limit. We're not doing anything wrong. We'll be fine. But yeah, and you sat in the back the whole time. And from what I remember, we had a blast. But I just remember talking to you the whole time in the rearview mirror.
See, I remember I fell asleep a lot.
Yeah.
And I'll sit in the back seat a lot because I don't like to accidentally touch someone. You know, I don't like to be touched or touched. So
Yes.
if I'm sitting there and I accidentally touch your arm, we might fall in love.
Okay, so I agree with that part. I do agree. Like once you touch someone, sometimes you can be like, I think I just saw our future or whatever. But also,
Yeah.
that's probably where I feel like I've failed the most in our friendship is because I'm such a not a touchy guy, but like I do like giving hugs or like I don't mind if like that doesn't bother me. So I feel like we were friends. Because you would be like, I'm gonna make you go to jail for pot, but I would bother you because I'd give you like a hug every time I saw you, and then eventually you'd have to be like, hey, I don't really fuck with that. And I was like, because I've always said this, but I hate whenever people are like, shut up, I love giving hugs. And I'm like, you don't have to fucking give hugs though. So I don't always hug you. But whenever I saw you just now, I kind of let you lead and you gave me a very sweet hug.
Because
I felt very, I was like, oh, she's right. My
I'm
friend.
trying to be better about it.
You don't have to come our way too, but it is just nice whenever, because that's our love language too. Like I'm a physical person. I like to be like, I love you.
It's just weird if you break down a hug.
It is.
You're putting your arms on someone, squeezing.
Yeah. And
It's
as a
just
guy,
weird.
I try to do it with such low PSI that I don't change the shape of your tits because I don't want to. Because I feel like sometimes you can hug someone. I also try to go for like a side or whatever because I feel like I'm trying to be respectful, but you're also, you hug and you're like, that's what's right there. So you try to be respectful.
I was disappointed because you didn't grab my ass.
I've never, which is funny because we talk very sexually every time we see each other, but I don't think I ain't never grabbed your ass before. You've shown me pictures of your boobs. You have shown me when we were on your podcast. You showed me pictures of your boobs, and
embarrassing.
I had to do the rest of the podcast with no blood in my brain. Oh, Libby, where you from? I have no freaking idea. I am so freaking hot right now. But no, I never grabbed a handful of your butt. But I would. But if asked to, I probably would. If we were doing like a sketch or something like that, and you had me do it. But
I would probably.
it's for the sketch.
Yeah, it's for the sketch I wrote. Yeah.
And you
Do
finger me in it.
You like having? Do you a butt woman? Do you like having? You care more about your butts or your boobs? Because you're beautiful in both ways, and I know I can talk to you like that, and I don't just talk to women like that. We've been friends for a while. My ex, when we first, do you remember when we first? I was starting to date Danielle, and I remember I had never talked to you on the phone in front of her. I remember, like, you called me and I call you or you call me or whatever, and I just remember I was like, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing? You ready for me to come over and eat that fucking puss? Hey, baby girl, what are you doing?" And we get off the phone. I was like, "God, I love Libby." And I remember Danielle goes, "Who was that?" I was like, "Oh, well, I should probably explain a couple things about me talking about eating that girl's pussy."
She's
my
wild.
friend. We are wild.
We are wild.
Well, we live in Bit City, and I feel like that's
Right.
like always a fun. I feel like me, you, Tina, Rafe, always kind of, because you trust each other. We weren't like on like always like improv teams together, but we always trust each other to be wild like that. But because it would just take a while. But then eventually, I'm like, I'm sure these guys can see my butt or whatever, and then just mooning you guys or whatever. That's how you know you're closest friends, when you can start to do bits that you really just shouldn't do with just people you have no fucking clue who they are.
Now, I remember you showing your butthole to Rafe. Was it Rafe?
Yes.
And I just remember that there was talk of a lot of colors.
So Rafe was driving down the street when we were like doing that sketch show, and there was no one outside. There's no other people. And Rafe was like, "Hey, I'm pulling up." And so I went outside and waited for him. And he had his lights on, and I jumped out in traffic. Well, there's no traffic, but I jumped out in front of his car and bent over and mooned him and showed him my ass and like everything. Mm-hmm. And then he drove by laughing and was like, "Bro, I don't know if I had my high beams on. That was way too many colors." He literally goes, "What is going on back there?" And I was like, "I know, it's bad." And then I went to go do it the next time he was driving up, because I was like, "Hey, kind of a dumb bit, but I'll shove a bit into the ground. Mm-hmm. I'll do a bit even if it's bad." And then I did it, and as soon as I did it, I hear this, and I was like, "Oh fuck, Tina's driving Rafe's car." And she pulls up, she goes, "That is a lot of colors. What is that? Looks like an oil slick, Bob. What is going on?" I was like, "I know. Yeah, I got a little bit of Jiffy Lube back there. It's really gross." But I think it's worse now. I'll be honest. Now it's like, it probably looks like, it looked like it was Stranger Things, whenever the guy like fucking.
Why do you think it's so discolored?
So, oh my God, you're bringing up the good shit, dude. So you want? There's a bunch of reasons. I wasn't like trained how to like properly wash my parents were like, they kind of grew up with me too. So like this is so disgusting. I would have never said this at all to almost anybody you brought up, but I was in high school, and I'm showering with like my girlfriend. Like me and her were like 17, 18 or whatever. And we're both in the shower. And I remember she was like, "Hey, do you want this washcloth?" And she goes, and she went and like, washed her ass. And then I was like, "Ew." What are you touching your asshole for? And she was like, "What?
What do you mean, ooh?"
Yeah, and she was probably trying to help me or whatever. She was just like, "No, you gotta," and I was like, I just kind of do that like how you do your feet. You're like, it just gets taken care of, whatever. But no, yeah, I didn't take care. So for a long time, I didn't take care of it. I poor asshole management.
I don't think that's why.
You don't think so?
You think it's stained?
Yeah,
from
maybe
years of neglect.
Have you ever seen those videos where they'll take like an old portrait from like France, and they'll be like, "We're gonna get the shellac off," and it changes the color of it immediately? I think I got too much shellac on there.
I'd be willing to take a look someday.
Okay.
And maybe get a little chisel and a hammer and see if I can shellac away.
Shellac some away. Yeah, because my asshole is, I feel like it's always under construction. It's like a highway. It's always like, I always have a hemorrhoid.
Okay.
Same. Do you?
Yes, of course.
And it's from like, and it's also the one thing I could change. I could still be a piece of shit, but are you bad at chew? Because I'll chew like twice, and then I'm like, get that burrito out of the way. I got more burrito coming, so I don't chew a lot. So my shits are like,
they're large.
They're large. And also people are like, yeah, shitting is supposed to be easy. You're supposed to sit down and shit. And I've never had a shit where I wasn't like, every shit I have is is bad.
Gaping you?
Yeah, it is gaping me. Yeah. And then yes, it is gaping me. And I think I shit so much and so long that I've learned how to. You remember in Jackass, the one where the guy could shoot darts out of his ass?
Yeah.
I think I could do that because I learned I can go and I can inward fart I can pull air in, which helps you clear a lot of shit out of your out. Expelliarmus.
I did not know that.
You've never tried? Yeah. Just next time you just kind of go like this and you just kind of pull you pull it up and then fart it right out.
I will often, if I'm having an uncomfortable BM that I know is larger than any penis that I've taken in there, I will stand up to sort of readjust.
Yes.
And then sit back down.
And kind of like, yeah, because you do have to move it around. Like every once in a while, if I'm sitting down, I will just like push right here and you go.
Now, I've never done that. That's a technique that I would like to try the next time I'm having a painful BM.
I have such a, I would, and but I also trying to imagine like eating so much better and cleaner or whatever. That does sound better, but I'm just so used to every time I shit, it's just like a bad time. And Tatum, the girl I go on the road with, she's used to it because we've been on tour so much that she knows that like in the morning, I'm like, I have to go downstairs. I take like a long shit and then
You don't do it in the room. You go downstairs in the lobby.
No, because so we share a room, and so whenever we're in there, that was like the thing. I don't care about shit. I've told her that. I'm like, well, you can shit in there. I was like, I'll even go downstairs. You're the headliner. This is your room. You can shit in there. But no, we'll usually go downstairs or whatever. Yeah. Which I told her I don't care about it. Like me and whenever I was dating Danielle, who you knew, one of us was leaving for work, the other one, if they were shitting, we would like hold our breath and be like, I love you, like come in and whatever. Like, shit, it just doesn't bother me. It's gross, but it doesn't like just the act of it or whatever. And it's just funny to me.
So
actually.
She doesn't want to smell your shit.
I'm sure she doesn't want to smell mine, but I actually think she's more embarrassed about me smelling hers is what she said, which I don't care.
That's because as women, they're made us feel ashamed of our stink.
Which I don't care. I think it's funny. I like when girls fart. I love farts. I love burps. I love,
farts are incredible.
Farts so good. Now she's comfortable. Like now on the road, because at first she was like, I got to fart. And she wouldn't do it. And I'm like, just fucking fart. And I got Danielle more comfortable with farting. Like we would,
So now she blast.
Now we are on purpose blasting. The other day I actually forgot and we were eating and I blasted and then it pissed her off because she's like, I'm eating. And I'm like, yeah, so what? I didn't fart in your burrito. Just farted in it.
And what does it matter if you're eating?
That's how I feel.
I don't get those people too that are like, don't talk about gross stuff while I'm eating. It's like, why not?
I know. People will literally be like, just so you know, this is going to gross you out. And while I'm eating, I'm like, I would like you to try to make me not be able to finish eating. I will watch the worst scene of Ed Gein putting his mom's face on his thing. I'm just like, just like, yeah, it doesn't, no, talking about stuff or whatever, it doesn't gross me out. Like, yeah, eating or whatever. Yeah. Poop. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it's also as comics too. I know comedians who are like, yeah, dude, I don't want my girlfriend like pooping around. I'm like, you're like supposed to, we're not supposed to care about anything. We're supposed to be like, you can shit in front of me, girl. It's just a natural thing. Do you shit in front of Harry? Do you shit near Harry?
I shit near Harry, but he's not my boyfriend.
But he's like
he's a guy.
He's a guy, yeah.
And he will make a comment. Woo, you really tore it up.
But he loves it.
Don't talk about the extent of me tearing it up.
Oh, see, now that I have to do. Not like in a shitty way, but I think it's funny to laugh about. Because then if you live in, like, I can't live in this world where if me and you were sitting there, if we fart, it's funny. But if we sit there, one time while me and Danielle were eating, she just farted and I turned to laugh and she just kept eating. And I was like, no. That is psychotic behavior just to be like, and just keep sitting there. No, farts always have to be talked about. They're funny. And if it stinks, you got to be like, it stinks or whatever. But wouldn't it be worse if it stunk so bad and he just walked by and he was just like, hello?
Well, I have these little trash cans in my bathroom that go up automatically.
Yes.
Where we put the wet wipes. Because you don't want to flush a wet wipe.
Wait. No, you don't.
I'm not flushing a wet wipe. Not in an apartment.
Just get the ones you can flush.
They are flushable, but I don't trust it.
But, okay.
But
I guess we did find the only thing that grosses me out is that you have a trash can full of
doo-doo paper.
Yeah.
Well, here's what happened. He walked by and it opened up and he looked in and he won't stop referring to the color of my dookie as Dijon mustard. Which I think is so rude. So
Dijon mustard? So that is a special, that's like a baby shit. That's like, yeah. You got Dijon up in that.
So what I do now is before anyone comes over, I'll go in and get the papers and take them out to the dumpster.
Yeah. But you could, I think you should flush it because you also rent the place. So even if something happens, you're like.
But I don't have time for waiting for a guy to come by and plunge it,
I know, I get that. But oh my gosh, I feel, yeah.
I just like having a trash can full of dookie
I have shit paper in my house.
Well, also, that's my own bathroom. And it's not for the general public. The general public uses this extra one.
Do you know, okay, so Tatum, she got grossed out whenever she had came to my apartment in Austin because we were about to go on tour. So she was going to come pick me up. And this is when I was living with, by chance, did you know Zach Bukovich? He lived in St. Louis for a little bit. He's a comedian.
I think I met him at, what's that comedy festival down there?
Moon Tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, he was my roommate for like a year. Also, love the guy, funny guy, literally the grossest person I've ever lived with, leaps and bounds. The main bathroom was his, but it seemed like it was both of ours. And people would come over and they'd be like, that bathroom, how you guys live? And I go, no. Go into my room. You can use my clean bathroom. It looks like a girl lives in there. Everything's clean. There might be a couple things. You know what I mean? I'm a guy, but it is clean in there. Mm-hmm. And Tatum came to the apartment and she goes, I got to go to the bathroom because she had just driven like to Austin. So she goes to the bathroom and comes out and she goes, Bobby, she's like, where the fuck is the toilet paper? You live like this? And I go, no. That's Zach's bathroom.
No.
And so Zach comes home and he's like, what up, guys? And she goes, Zach? And she's meeting Zach for the first time. She goes, why the fuck don't you have any toilet paper in your bathroom? And he goes, I ran out. And he goes, but it's not that gross. I literally take a shower right afterwards. And she was like, which is preposterous to me. Shit to shower is crazy. And it actually kind of makes you think, which I feel like bidets are not as cool as people think they are, but that would be like a bidet, which is like you just shower it off when it's, I'm like, you got to get most of the chunks out.
But it doesn't really get it. Bidets don't get shit off my ass.
Yeah.
Well, I still have to wipe.
I don't like them. And I was doing a joke about it where I was like, oh, cool. Now I don't have shit on my ass. Now I have shit on my balls because it just throws it forward. So now I'm like cleaning my balls every time I shit. Yeah, I hate a bidet. Because also every time I use a bidet, I can't help but picture the person before me spraying their asshole. Yeah. I don't like a bidet. I think they're very overrated.
I like them if they're warm. If they're the cheap ones that have cold water.
Which is all I've used. I've never had someone who's had a warm one. I'm sure a warm one's pleasant as fuck.
A warm one, you could sit there all day.
Yeah.
A cold one. It has different pulses and it goes like this. It just goes from front to back.
It goes like this. It goes like this. It goes like this. It fucking slides you a 10. Puts it in your hand.
It licks your little pussy clit.
Oh, fuck. Hey, do you mind if I take another shit at your house really quick? Hey, were you up? I could giving a you up text to come over and get a bidet, fucking licking your pussy. You hear your friend in there just being like, "Are you having a good time?" Oh fuck! Yeah, I'm just shitting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Danny.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I do think I don't know. I do think if we lived together ever on the happenstance, I think farting, shitting, everything would be on the table.
Oh.
But I will say I would have to be like, hey, this trash can of shit. Let me prove to you.
Well, you wouldn't
go
in there.
Clean it. I could also unclog it if it fucking got too bad.
I'm not doing it. I'm having a can full of shit paper. Because you just never know when you're going to need a can full of shit paper.
Oh, yeah. Like a home intruder, you don't have a gun. You just fucking throw that down the hallway because that also spreads.
Right.
Yeah, that's very much like a shotgun is just having like a little bit of shit you could throw at someone.
And there's not a lot of shit on each one because I'll do regular toilet paper first.
Yeah.
And then do the wipe.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. When you're on the road, are you also throwing these papers?
Oh, no. I'm throwing them in the trash can.
You're throwing them in the trash can there too?
I mean, in the toilet.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I'm not having somebody walk in a green room and see my dookie streak marks.
No. And what do you guys share hotel rooms on the road when you guys go on the road?
Yes, it'll be me, Chelsea, and then Tina and Beth. And
then are you guys shitting in the same? Are you guys shitting in the hotel room? And are you guys commenting on each other's shit?
Oh yeah,
it's because it's fun.
Because as soon as Chelsea goes in, I'll hear a blast almost. That sounds like an atomic bomb, and it's just so loud. And I'm like, what's the PSI of her shit?
Sometimes when I'm next to someone, I'll be like, do you have a different asshole? Like, am I going to get that asshole eventually? Because I'll hear someone, like, I'll have a big loud, but some people sit down, they go, Kapah! And
right.
you're like, oh, dude, did you just shit the inside of your body into the toilet? Yes.
It's got to hurt.
Yeah. Dude, one time we were on the road and me and Tatum, because her husband came on the road. So she was like, and this is a little TMI, but it's just real because he was about to get a vasectomy or whatever, but they were going to have sex. So she was like, hey, do you have a condom I could use? And I was like, yeah, for sure. So I give them a condom. And then while they're gone, I go and I'm like, well, I'll take a shit because I got all the time in the world. You know, they're a loving couple, I'm sure, whatever. And halfway through my shit, I get a text from her and she's like, hey, do you want to go smoke weed? We're done or whatever. We're done. And I was like, it said into my phone and go, yeah, but just give me a second because I'm shitting. And I hear her in the hallway of the hotel go, I know, I'm out here. And I go, I screamed. I was like, get the fuck, because I was like actively farting. And I was like, you can't be hearing this right now. But yeah, so do you find, I think that's fun on the road is whenever you get to share. Because if you're just when you're on the road and you're in the room by yourself and you have a shit, then you just come out to the hotel room watching Basic Cable, smelling your own shit. But when there's someone else there, it's love. It's kind of, it's like a camaraderie.
And the thing about it is I used to not be able to poop anywhere but home.
Yeah.
So I have grown so much to
Yeah.
be able to poop with someone in the same.
I can only poop at home too. I would be in just trying to learn social studies and just having
your guts filled.
Dude, I would just sit in class and I'm just like, oh my God. Cause I never shit at school. Cause on my first day of kindergarten, these two kids like made fun of me these first graders like made fun of me through the crack in the hall or like in the stall or whatever. I swear to God, you know how people think they're witches? The day before I went to school, I remember this lady who knew my mom or whatever. They were like at the house just hanging out for whatever reason. And they were like, what are you excited about for like school? And I go, I'm just nervous. What if I can't reach the toilet paper? And I remember I went to go take my first shit and it was like kind of far away because that was before they gave before they were like, what if we put smaller toilets in the schools or whatever? And so I'm just like shitting like this. And then these two like Beavis and Butthead first graders are like, and they were laughing. I'm like, get the hell out of here! Get out of here! Go! I'm pooping! And so then from then on, I was always so scared to shit at school, so I just wouldn't. And dude, I even played. I know, and I even played football. So like, I would just be getting hit and be like, "Don't shit."
Oh,
sometimes you would shit. Sometimes by that time, I would start shitting like in between like football or whatever. And eventually, you did in like high school. By high school, I started to get more comfortable with it. But yeah, I was always an at-home pooper too.
This is recent for me. I'd say in the last 10 years where I was able to poop other places.
Really. And yeah, and then it is nice too, but it's still always kind of scary. And I also, it's so much better to poop at home. You know, you don't even have to wipe the toilet down. You don't got to worry about nothing.
I just don't want anyone to come in after me and say something, which they've done. You know, somebody one time said, "Oh my God, it smells like a dog kennel in here," and it was me.
Oh my!
I was the one shitting.
Which is that's so rude because also, dude, I've shit at like a Love's and sat down and I've been on the road, so I just got that sweat in me and I've shit where it smells like I'm literally like, who is that? It's me. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that sucks. That whenever some people like say that or whatever, but you're also it's also like we're at a gas station. Who's gonna come in and be like, this smells lovely in here? We're not at a Buc-ee's.
The Love's, I don't know if you notice this, but the Love stalls, the walls are up very high.
Oh yeah.
And I always wondered, like, can they see me sitting here?
No, they can't see. You can only see people's like ankles or whatever.
It seems extremely high. Put it all the way to the ground.
That's why I love a Buc-ee's, dude. You go to a Buc-ee's, they got like because I used to shit on them for a long time because they are over. I hate when people are like, let's go visit a gas station,
right?
But then you go there and the door completely shuts, and as soon as the door shuts, like your Spotify playlist starts playing. They have the hand sanitizer in there. Mm-hmm. A guy just cleaned it. Like he comes out, he goes, just for you, Bobby. Like they're so special when you shit there. I also can't get over every time I go to shit at a Buc-ee's. I would love to meet the person who buys any of the $400 of wood art that has been sitting in the shitters, just all the people shitting across the country, all the smells, and someone goes, "Hi, Beth, you think we should get that? It says America the Beautiful, and it is." Yeah, of course it stinks. It won't stink once we air it out or whatever. Yeah, I hate, but I love. Yeah, a Buc-ee's. You literally close it in there. They could do surgery in a Buc-ee's bathroom.
Great bathrooms, terrible food.
I don't think the food's good either.
It's disgusting.
Everyone wants to stop. Yeah, the only one I like, the pulled pork sandwich is the best. I think the best one or whatever.
They say that it's good, but it's always tastes like garbage. They're like, you have to get it. It's the best sandwich. I'm like, you guys are ridiculous.
I know, dude. I went into a Buc-ee's the other day, and too many people said hi to me. it pissed me off, so I stole a sandwich. I literally I just didn't want to talk to them again. Like I walked in there, like, back in the bag, and I was like, so then I just grabbed a sandwich, and I was waiting in line, and I was just like, I think this is my sandwich now. And so I just put it in my pocket with some mayo, and then ate it in my car.
And
I was like so scared, but I just didn't like. They're just too that that they like by law have to say hi to you, and those places just I got too scared. I didn't want to. I just wanted a sandwich.
Overload.
Yes, it's very much overload, and then you come in, and also for some reason when you get to a Buc-ee's, it feels like you're at Times Square. Everyone is very like a New Yorker, like get out of my way. I'm like I'm just trying to pick out like fucking candied nuts, dude, and everyone's like going, yeah, it's a nightmare.
It's not a fun place. No, there's too many gas pumps. Have you seen how many gas pumps
Bro,
are?
There's so many gas pumps that I'll come out and I'm like, I honestly don't remember which one. Like I've come out and you just see the sun and you're like, whoa. I might get in one of these truckers fucking rigs and just leave it.
I'm out on Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I do. I like think they're overrated, but whenever you stop, and also how much money are they making when you can see a billboard and they're like 6,000 miles away? You'll fucking find us. They have those signs and they're like, oh, you're getting close. We're in Nashville. But there's no Buc-ee's here. Are you getting close? Hold your shit. Dude, the sign like, don't shit yet. Do not shit. Yeah. What is your favorite part about being on the road though? What is your like? Do you have like little things that you love? Because like for me, I do love that I can like. Because for me, if I drive on the road, like I will sleep in parking lots or whatever. So like I love a Buc-ee's for that. Like that, it's a safe place that as many times you need to shit or whatever. But what do you like on the road?
Apart from the comedy itself?
Exactly. Yeah, because I want to get into that, but I want to, like just like the stuff.
My favorite part is going back to the hotel at night.
Yeah.
Getting in the bed and scrolling for like 3 hours.
Yeah, because dude.
And we don't say anything to each other. We put our headphones in, don't even say anything.
You don't even give a, like, if there's a funny enough video, or if someone chortles, they do a little laugh, you're like, what is that? You don't do that? Really? Okay. Tatum does that too, and I give that to her because we all do it. But yeah, as soon as the show's over, I do want to go back to the hotel room, but I do want to like sit down and watch like Who Gives a Fuck, whatever, but then just like talk over it or whatever. But yeah, you guys like to do, we like to
do our own thing.
Do your own thing and just kind of get on the
Now
phone.
I imagine in the Beth and Tina room, there's a lot of talking going on.
Yes. How was that? Just was that because you guys had known each other longer? Like, how did you guys decide who was going to room up? Just because you're more similar?
I think it was because since I started going out with Chelsea
first,
we were already staying.
That's what I would guess.
And then whoever was doing merch was with Beth.
Yes.
I think that's how that started.
Yeah.
And we've tried to switch it up a couple times, and it never feels right.
Yeah.
It's like a mispairing.
Mispairing for sure. And it's not like you mind it. You just know that one fits better.
Right.
You just know that it works better. Yeah.
Beth and Tina unpack all their stuff. They have like a food station.
We were just talking about and does Beth have ADHD too?
Yes.
Yeah, and we do have that. I literally said that earlier. I was like, I literally get out sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put all my stuff in the drawers. I'm like, we're here for 6 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
I barely take anything out. I will take the CPAP out and an electric blanket because Chelsea likes it like 60 degrees.
Yeah. And I know that Beth and Tina, like, they have like a popcorn machine that they brought. Like, they're like going crazy. They brought their own TV. They're like, it's actually better than their TVs. Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah. But then what's your favorite part about, like, because we were just talking about this before, which, I don't know, because I feel like we've known each other long enough that we know, I've seen times when you're sad. You've seen times when I'm sad. You've seen times when I've done cool stuff. I've seen when you've done cool stuff. But we were just talking about, like, there's comics that will be like, it just seems like it's a job to them. It seems like it annoys them. And we were just saying that we were like, dude, I just feel like I'm the luckiest person all the time to get to do what we do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anytime I start to get a little stressed out on the road or just think, man, I'm just tired. I don't know if I can do this. I think at least you're not at a school chasing a child.
Yes. Because I knew you during that time too. And you were always so silly and you were awesome. But there's always that like I don't feel that, like, I don't see that like weight on your shoulders anymore of like, I have to go, not because I'm tired, not for me. I have to go because I have a thing I have to get to tomorrow. And then my day's busy. And not having to do that is such we're lucky, dude. We're unbelievably fortunate, lucky. I try to be great. I was at the airport. This is a couple months back, and I was on the road with Tatum, and we were traveling separate. I was coming from somewhere else, and I get to the airport and I go and I'm having a great time. I get to the airport and my flight's delayed by like 40 minutes. And so immediately I just do that thing. And I was telling Tatum, I kind of acted like when you're a kid, when you act like an adult, like I just go, oh, come on. I mean, it's not like there's everything I need here. Literally anything I want to eat, anything I want to do. I could go sit down. I could get on my computer. I could do whatever I want. It's air conditioned. I was like, I can do anything.
I can charge my phone.
I can charge my phone. I could do anything. I could do I could do anything I want here. And then I was just like, in my head, I was like, you're being a jackass. You literally are flying to do the thing that you've wanted to do. I've only flown for stand-up. I had never flown until I did stand-up. The first time flying was with STL Uplay. Yeah, I was 25, like out the window like this, like. We hit turbulence. I was like, it was amazing. We had such a good time. So then I literally was like, in my head, I like started walking away, kind of like, fuck, can't believe my flight's delayed. And then I swear to God, I was like, you're being kind of an asshole. You are so lucky you're here, and this isn't even truly an inconvenience. Nothing's changing. You're just waiting for 40 more minutes. And I was like, you know what? You're right. And I literally picked my head up, and I swear to God, Weird Al Yankovic was walking by me, and I go, excuse me. And I was like, I don't want to bother you. I was like, I'm a comedian. I just have to say thank you. And we shook hands. He goes,
Weird Al.
Thank you so much, man. And then he like walked by, and then some guy was like, Weird Al! Like he starts going crazy.
What airport was this?
I wish I could remember. I don't remember. I would say maybe Houston. And also at another airport, Rob Schneider, Brandon. Like there's just guys you'll see, and you're just like, and you're just like, it's just a reality check that you're like, not only am I lucky, but these guys who I remember watching in movies or seeing things or whatever, we're in the same world. We're heading to go do a thing or whatever. So for me to not try to like remember that as often as I can, and stuff can still suck. You can still be a human, but to not feel fortunate and lucky all the time is beyond me.
Another thing that I think is like, if I feel, because usually my biggest thing is being tired or my body hurting.
Yeah.
I'll think there's 1,000 other people who would love to be sitting in this car right now.
Yes.
With our friends joking around and driving to the next city.
Doing bits. Yeah. Isn't that one of the, when you're in a car, there's times where I'm with Tatum where we're both laughing so hard. And even though we're both funny on stage, we both have said, we go, how can we do that again on stage? Because you're just in the car and everyone understands you. You can say 2 cents. We were in the car once and I remember because I was not pretending to sleep, but I was like, you're starting to like wake up, and I'm in the car and she's driving, and she almost fully killed us. I wake up, dude, there's just semi trucks all around us. And I look up and it's just a guardrail coming up, and I open my eyes, and then she gets through it. She goes, "Oh!" And then all of a sudden goes like this and just looks over at me, and me make eye contact, and then just both start dying laughing. She goes, I didn't mean, I'm like, you don't have to say anything. I know it was whatever, but just like
Did she fall asleep or something?
No, it was just one of those times where she goes, I promise I was paying attention. It was literally just happenstance. You know, when you're like, there's a semi truck here, you're here, another one, and then one's getting like on the highway, and then
you're like,
it's
whoa!
merging. Look up, and I was just like, but those moments of like how hard you can laugh on the road or whatever. It's like, because I was very inspired by like bands growing up. Like my favorite band, I would watch DVDs of them all the time, and you would see them. And for me, I was like, yeah, the music's cool. It seems cool to be a rock star, but to be like behind the scenes, hanging out with your friends, just doing stupid stuff is so funny. Like I was thinking on the way here, and I don't know why I think about this a lot, because I've done it too. Like I burped in an Uber in LA, and everyone, including the Uber driver, rolled down their windows because it stank, I guess, so bad or whatever. And it made me think about that time you guys were on the car laughing, and you know what I'm talking about? Your buddy, huh? No. Your buddy, he's fuck. I can't. I might be saying his name wrong. I thought glasses, kind of curly. He's like, hi guys.
Justina.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
Didn't mean no disrespect. But Justina, there was a video of you guys years ago, and I think about this all the time. And you guys were in the car in your video, and you go, oh my god, Justina, did you just fucking burp? I'm sorry, baby. And you guys were laughing. Go, it stinks so bad. But just that, like I remember seeing that. And that was like a moment where I was like, that's what you're always like. That's better than getting paid from stand-up that's better than anything is like that moment you're like, we're all dying laughing at just existing and stuff. Everyone at work, there's so many jobs across the country where someone burped and stinked and everyone's like, it's kind of, you can't really do that, it's kind of stinks. But we get to laugh and you're driving to another city to go get paid to do a thing that you had an idea to do once and you wrote your name on a list and you're like, please. And then it works out and it's crazy. Because you're also, I've known you for a long time. I'm hard on myself, but you're also very hard on yourself. And you've done nothing but succeed since I've known you. Not even like since I've known you and then saw you succeed. Since I've known you, you were succeeding. You were already doing Vine. You're always climbing like that ladder. So then to also know that you are like all of us who want to enjoy it still, instead of just being like, you have no idea how much TikTok takes from me. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like, you can complain about certain things, but instead just being like, we're so lucky that we get to do this.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's incredible.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. What's your, like, do you have a moment too for talk? Because I like talking about favorite things we like about stand-up and stuff. But like for me, I have like a favorite moment where like, no matter how bad the day is or whatever, whenever I leave the hotel room, like once I start walking down the hallway, either if I'm with Tate or by myself or whoever, that's whenever I like, for me, that's when the night starts. Like when I'm walking down, it kind of feels like when you're like a football player and they're like going through like the thing to go and play. I just, from that moment, I'm like, everything just seems, if I'm being honest, cooler. Like you're like, dude, we're about to get in an Uber that you're going to write off later because that's how taxes work. And then we're going to go to the club and someone's going to come outside and be like, you guys are important. Get the fuck in here. Go sit in a green room. What would you like to drink? And you get so taken care of. And not all the time. It's literally not always like sunshine and rainbows and stuff. But that stuff happens and you just get to do all of the things that you wanted to do, that when you signed up, you're like, I hope I get to do this. So I just try to remember that I should not enjoy it for that guy. Like that version of Bobby Jaycox that like signed up, tried to write Bob Jaycox because he wanted to be a grown up. And like literally they were like, you were voted. You can't be a Bob.
You're Bobby. You're Bobby.
You work so hard to do that. And then you get to do it, and to not enjoy it, I do feel like it sucks. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it and like having fun.
And being backstage.
It's nice. And it's
so cool.
I don't like to, I'm not like saying like, we're not trying to be like, we are cool. I feel like we feel exactly like the audience does. Like every time I go backstage, I'm always like, what? This is for us? Like it's, you know what I mean?
Right.
What do you want to eat? I'm like,
where's the menu?
Like,
do I have to
anything
pay
you want
for this?
Yeah, they're like, not at all. Like, Jesus Christ, this is pretty nice.
Yeah, being backstage to me is like, especially when we're at somewhere where it's like a theater or casino.
Yes.
Where it's very backstagey. As a kid, like all I wanted to do was see the backstage.
And I will say, because at a comedy club, it doesn't meet your expectations. You are like some are really nice, but a lot of times you're like, okay, this is a closet. But at a theater, it's exactly like what you thought when you were a kid.
Right.
When you guys were backstage, I remember one time I was doing a show with Nikki Glazer and we were backstage at the theater. And I remember I like had forgotten something in the green room and just looked and was going to walk backstage to the theater. And you're literally like, I'm not walking that far. Like it's literally such a big thing. And you're also, have you been backstage in one of those theaters where you're walking and it's dark and you're like, I might get lost back here. Like it's, and you're doing that. And then I always get lost too. Like if I'm just being honest, when these things hit you, like I'll be taking like a piss in a green room. And like we were like at Cobb's Comedy Club in San Francisco, which is like a famous club. And you'd see like all these things with Robin Williams and stuff like that. And then you're like, dude, Robin Williams pissed here. Like, I know that sounds stupid, but you'd be like, I'm like, there's no way he never used this bathroom. Right. And you start to like think about those things and you're just like, I'm in the place where all these other people were. And like, it's just never lost on me. I'm always grateful. And that's why I feel like I try hard, because you're always proving to comedy that you deserve to be somehow a part of it or like whatever.
My brain always goes a negative though. I would have been like, oh, Robin Williams was here. Why am I here? I'm such a piece of shit. But then I have to like stop my brain, because my brain automatically goes to that. And I have to be like, no, you worked hard. You're working hard.
But and also in that brain, people shit on that too, because I have friends that are like, don't talk to yourself like that. And I'm like, well, with no disrespect, that's how it got us here, is because we kind of were so hard on ourselves that somehow we pushed ourselves to do a thing. But yeah, you definitely.
And we're so mentally ill.
Yes, we are so mentally ill. Isn't it crazy? Because also I don't even think we're that mentally ill. And the other day I was listening to a podcast with certain comedians comedians on it, and Maria Bamford had said something dark, and I laughed out loud, and Conan and everyone else go, oh, and I was like, oh wow, we're not all that dark. Like some of us are that dark, but yeah, but at least we have an outlet for that. Like some people have had like a dark past or shitty things happen to them,
and then they kill people,
and then they kill people, and we are just like, you didn't like my pussy joke? It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, dude, it's not even like being in a band. Like you don't even have to learn an instrument. You just get to go on stage with the thought you had potentially that day or whatever.
Musicians have it easy though. They can play the same song over and over and people love it.
And they love it. Yeah.
They want us to write a new joke every show.
I know. But do you have people that if they see your same act, have you gone to like the same city and done like some of the same jokes?
Yeah, and they always say like
they don't really mind.
They're like, "Oh no, I really like that one."
But they get way more excited when they're like, "We never saw that."
Right.
They get really pumped. Yeah.
But like my favorite is Brian Regan. If he did the same jokes every time, I wouldn't care.
Yes.
I want to hear him.
Yes.
I want to hear the greatest hits.
Do you remember when we all hung out with Brian?
Yes.
I know, dude. I remember because you go, I want to meet Brian. He's literally one of my favorite comics. And I was like, well, I've met him and he's better than you could have expected. Like sometimes when you meet a comic, they might even be right on. Brian is better than you would expect. Brian blew my mind. The coolest. And he's cool too, because I'll ask when I go to other clubs, I'll be like, who do you guys like or whatever. And if someone will like bring up Regan, you're like, oh, and they're like, oh my God, dude. He's so cool. Because he's very present. Like I remember when I was backstage, he walked in and I had not seen him because this is like post-COVID. He had white hair. He walked in and he had glasses on. And I told someone, I go, it felt like I was meeting Santa Claus. Like I literally, like a magical guy that I've been looking up my whole life. I'm like, hi. And he came in and I got so nervous that sometimes if you get nervous as the host, you'll just become the waiter. And I go, do you guys need anything? And he looked at me really weird. He goes, yeah, a meatball sub. And I go, all right. So meatball, bread, meatball, and he goes, that's crazy. Bread, meatball, cheese, another piece of bread. And I go, that one's kind of fucking crazy. I guess I'll go try to make that for you. And like I walked away and I met Brian Regan and did like a stupid bit. You know what I mean?
Oh, a dream come true.
A dream come true. And then he also he had asked me to go golfing with him. And so the next day I got to go golfing with him, which is incredible. And also because he doesn't cuss in his act, but I know it's like he's a human being. And so he goes, hey man, would you want to come golfing with us tomorrow? Brian Regan, he's with his whole team or whatever. And I'm with the time my girlfriend, I was like, I would be honored, but I had canceled helping my buddy build his shed in his backyard, like where he keeps all his tools and all that stuff. I was like, dude, I can't do it. I'm opening for Regan. He's like, well, we'll do it on Sunday. So that's when we're gonna go golfing. Oh, so then I go, Brian, and that's how loyal I believe I am. Is I was like, Mr. Regan, I was like, I would love to go golfing with you tomorrow, but I can't because I'm helping my buddy build a shed. And the whole room like got quiet and looked at each other. And Brian goes, oh, that's okay. Do you have that guy's number? That guy you're talking about? I go, yeah. He goes, would you text him for me? I go, yeah, what do you want me to say? He goes, just text him something simple, like maybe fuck your shed. And I literally go, if that's what Brian Regan wants me to do. So I texted him, I was like, hey, Brian Regan said, fuck your shed. He's like, bro, we'll build it next week. And I was like, thank you. And he's like, yeah. He goes, yeah, you don't say. And he didn't say this, but he kind of gave the energy. He's like, come on, you don't say no to Brian Regan. But yeah, I got to go and I had the worst game of golf I've ever had in my life. Oh, and I'm not good at golf really, but I definitely was and I didn't even get to golf with. He was in the cart ahead of us. So I was with his.
Did you do all the holes?
We did I think we did 9 holes. I don't even think we did 18, but dude, the guys I was with, they hated. They didn't hate me, they hated how bad of a golfer I was. Like his opener and his manager, like I was trying to be silly, like, hey, you guys think this one's gonna hit the trees? They're like, Bobby, we do have to count your score and we are playing. Please hit it straight. And I'm like, oh, whatever, guys.
I've never golfed before.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Boring.
It's boring. It's kind of fun for like a second, and then you're like, because you're not even, if you're like, oh, it's fun, you get to drive a golf cart. You drive a golf cart for 2 seconds with your foot out being like, where the fuck is my ball? You find your ball, you hit it a bat again, you're like, fuck, yeah, it sucks.
I would like the golf cart thing, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'll go. I honestly, if I went golfing once a year, that'd be fine. Like I like to do things that, because we're human, it's fun to do, but I don't do that shit a lot.
I mean,
really.
It was with Brian Regan too.
Exactly. I know I had to, and I just had the worst game of my fucking life. But yeah, Brian, he's incredible.
He's the best.
He's the best. And he also, I was on stage, dude. I guess we'll just say it was last night, and I literally was like, man, I'm doing okay, but I'm not like winning him over. And I hit I was gonna say a word, and I literally just said it a little weirder. Kind of gave it a Brian Regan stink on it, and it did help because I was like, that guy can make violin funny. Like he can, how he says things is so fucking.
You
so
channeled
incredible.
the power of BR.
What's BR?
Brian Regan.
Oh my shit, girl.
Sometimes I channel him too on stage.
You channel him?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely times where I like channel like a thing or whatever, like kind of like, yeah, and you're not like I'm stealing like their act or whatever, but yeah, you kind of harness a thing that because also I've seen it on other comics too. Like I've had other comics be like Nikki Glaser, she was like, you kind of remind me of Tommy John again. Like when I first started, I'm like, I'm not trying to sound like him. I just write jokes and I've seen him at the club, like or whatever. She was like, no, she's like, I sometimes will sound like Sarah Silverman. She's like, eventually that goes away. And you just like find your own thing or whatever. But we always do. I mean, dude, well, even like how we all do stuff. Like I feel like that kid voice that we all do, we all did that before we met each other. But that was definitely enhanced by us hanging out and being like, well, what are you gonna eat Popsicle Joe's pussy? Oh, and just like doing like stupid little voices or whatever. It's like that was what COVID taught me, is that we're more like built off of each other and doing bits and stuff like that than just like truly me being like, this is a character I made. I'm like, no, it's just all of us kind of playing around.
Bit City.
Yeah. Is Brian your favorite? Who's your favorite comic? Like
My
of all
favorite
time?
is Brian.
Is Brian? God, yeah, he's incredible.
Number 2, Ben Kronberg.
Ben Kronberg, dude. I love Ben Kronberg.
I love him so much.
He's a comedian's comedian. He's so cool. And like when you meet him, I remember I showed up in Denver and he was just at an open mic. Like I was just driving through. I was like, oh, maybe I'll go to this mic. And he's there. And I was just like, Ben, dude, what's up? And he's like, what's up, man? Like he's just
He's so fucking cool.
I love Ben Kronberg.
And the first time I saw him, I didn't know anything about him. And he was adjusting the mic for maybe a full minute. Yeah. And I was like, is this supposed to be happening?
Yes.
And I look over at Stryker Spurlock and Stryker's like having a good time. I'm like,
yeah,
I guess this is okay. And it made me so uncomfortable and was so weird. And I'm like, he's my favorite.
He's your favorite. Yeah. Cause I sometimes like I could do cringy, silly or something like that with my friends, but truly being able to do that and really ring something out in front of an audience is like, you're doing like Zen garden. You're just like, it's so crazy.
It was wild.
That's amazing. Yeah.
It was wild.
Who's your third favorite comedian?
Oh God, who is my third favorite? And I hate that I picked 2 men. I wish I could have picked. Because
I also think it could change, but I also think that they like change like a lot too. You know what I mean? And then like for a while, like I was for a long time, people were like, who are your favorite comics? And I remember being like, I love Rory Scovel, and then like I was like, oh, dude, Tig Notaro or whatever. It's like it just changes. I don't think it necessarily matters.
It does change.
Yeah.
I mean, I really love Casey Rocket.
Oh my God.
He is next level.
He was kind of what made me want to move to Austin because
Really?
I was headlining at Cap City, and afterwards I was hanging out with Zach before I was like even thought I would move to Austin. And this is where Casey was like, I think he'd done a couple of Kill Tonys and he was doing well, but this is before he like shot out into the stratosphere. Mm-hmm. And I was like, hey, after my show, I was like, let's go. I want to run around Austin. He's like, dude, we should go to the Creek and Cave and you should go see this guy, Casey Rocket. And I'd never heard of him before at all. And he came out on stage fucking like this, doing the crab. And I remember I was like, because as a comic, like, you know me too. Like, I don't judge comedy very hard. You've seen me fucking start a show from the audience with a skateboard being like, whoa!
Greatest moment.
Wasn't that one of the, dude, there was like 19 people maybe at this show spaced out in this like theater-esque kind of a show. And I'm like, I don't remember where I was at, but I remember I was like, I had my skateboard with me. And I just had this stupid idea to be sitting down there like Bobby Jaycox. And I'm like, you want Bobby Jaycox? I got to get on the stage. So I like pretended flipped the skateboard through the audience and went past people.
It was incredible.
No one into it.
It was
Libby Higgins was into it.
Me and my sister were into it.
Oh, yeah.
My sister still talks about that to this day.
And I remember doing that, and I was like, yeah, but so like sometimes when you see that at first, you're like, you have to take it in. And he came out, and dude, I was laughing so hard that I was like, dude, I was punching the ground, and I started squeezing Zach. And like as a comic, we'll laugh hard, but like he definitely unlocked a level of like laughing and that I was like, dude, I haven't seen anything like this. Yeah,
He is really something.
He's so nice. He's so silly. Yeah, he's a very. I got to meet in St. Louis when he headlined. I got to meet his grandma and his mom. So I was just standing there. I was like, dude, that was such a good show. And I see these people standing there. I was like, man, isn't he so funny? They're like, that's my grandson. Like, I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I was like, that's incredible. Yeah. He's just, I'm such a fan of him.
He's so incredible. There's another comic that you told me about, Ryer
Cameraman. They are hilarious.
I got to meet them when I was in Austin.
So funny.
And I got really shy. And I was just like, hi, I follow you.
That's all you said?
Yeah. They were working at the time.
I was going to say, that was all I said to them too. Because I literally like walked by them and because I just said, because we were talking about comics I liked in Austin. And I was telling my friends, they're like, well, who do you like? Like, because we were talking Casey Rockets. I was like, dude, I love Ryer. Like especially because clips of their podcast, they're very much in more honest, because I feel like I'll be off and just kind of say whatever, but just like how they go crazy, they're like, do you even know? Like they go right off the handle. And when I moved to Austin, I usually will say hi to almost any comic. I have no problem being like, hey, I like you, whatever. But Ryer walked by, and just because they're like, and I just go, hey, I'm a big fan, and whatever, and they go, oh, thank you. They kind of gave me one of those, and I remember I just like walked down to one of those things where you're like,
I know. I wanted to say more to them, but I didn't know what to say.
Yeah, dude. And I've seen, because whenever for like the year I was living in Austin, I would be at shows where they would be on stage, and oh my God, dude, just seeing just different bits like them, either if they're roasting someone or whatever, just like a full embodiment of like, kind of like just like no fear. I feel like different comics do different things, but like I just when I see Ryer, I see like no fear, and I'm sure that there is, but it just seems fearless,
right?
And the honesty that comes out, like I'll even say things, I'll be like, that was honest, and I'll see Ryer say something, I'm like, no, that was honest. Do you ever feel like a poodle upside down? It just is crazy.
You introduced me to Ryer when we were in St. Louis.
I did
backstage.
I did.
Mm-hmm. We were doing that show. You and Rafe were doing the show. Or was it your show?
I don't remember. I don't know. I don't remember at all. I don't remember introducing you to Ryer.
We were at the Funny Bone, me, you, Tina, backstage, and you were like, you got to check out this comedian, Ryer. And that's when I started following them.
Oh, but I just meant, so I like showed you on my phone.
Yes.
I thought you meant, I'm like, I've never introduced them to anybody. That'd be so funny. I'm like, I've never met him. I go, here they are. Ryer, everybody. No, okay, yeah. I showed
you. Yeah, you got to check this person out.
I know. I actually told someone about them the other day, and they were like, yeah, I don't know, I think, or whatever. And then the next day, they shared a clip of them. I go,
yeah.
And they go, well, they go, that one was funny. I'm like, exactly. They're hilarious. Yeah, I'm a big fan. Yeah, I like, but also, because to me, like the comedy that I like is kind of like more of like what I do when we're all like hanging out. It's just like just doing stupid bits. And I feel like that's what they like do, but almost like on a genius level. You're like, I'm going to take something so stupid. Like I do when I saw Casey Rocket, he was doing like a bit just about being like, when he was like a kid, he's like, yeah, I'd be fucked up on like whatever he would drink, like Robitussin or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I would be so fucked up, but also scaring my mom. Like she doesn't know that she comes downstairs. I'm like, Mommy, it's okay. And like just him saying, Mommy, it's okay. Like I'm like, fuck, I have nowhere for that in my act. Like they just find things that you would never find. Same thing with the Brian Regan. Like they just find things that as comics we think all the time. I'm like, yeah, that's so funny. But they come back from like a thrift store and you're like, I didn't even see any of that shit. Where did you find that? They're like, I don't know. It's just a bunch of cuckoo clocks and stuff. Yeah. But I love Ryer. Yeah.
Cuckoo clocks.
It's just a bunch of come on. They're cuckoo comics. Crazy for
fucking
cuckoo comics.
Cuckoo.
But yeah.
There's a lot of activity going on out there.
A lot of activity going on. Speaking of how you said activity, I feel like me and you would be a great buddy cop. Oh my God, we'd be great buddy cops. Yes, because the whole time I'd be like, I don't want to work, and you're like, I don't think they did anything wrong. I think we would have.
I mean, they seemed okay.
I mean, just imagine us in a cruiser just being like, you see how fast they were going? They're like, no, I just farted and I fucking look how fast it was going, dude. I think that would be fucking sick. But are you coming out? Are you going to come out to the show tonight and do a guest spot?
I'm not doing a guest spot.
Why not? I mean, you don't not like if you don't. Do you not like guest spots?
I just like. I'm real weird about shows in that I feel like if there's too many comics or if they go on too long, the people are fatigued.
Sure.
I feel like there's a lot of like people can't pay attention anymore.
I agree.
And if there's too much clapping, people get fatigued. I really believe that.
Yes.
So if you have the host, give it up for yourselves. You did this. Oh, give it up for this. So the host is making people clap.
Yeah.
Then they have a guest spot. They're clapping once before and after.
Yeah.
Then the feature before. And it's just, by the time Tatum gets up there, it's like,
right.
We are done.
Well, I get what you're saying. But I do disagree only in your case because like I do think because I've done the same thing too where you're like, hey, I'm gonna come out to the show. You're like, I'm not trying to get a guest spot. I'm not trying to add. I just want to come see the show. But me and Tatum talked about it and we were excited to have you on. So just so you know, you can change your mind at any point, but we want to have you on and we would be very excited if you were on the show. At least, I mean, for sure, come hang out and be in the green room. Bring your vibes. Come hang out. Have energy.
And the green, and I love the lab's green room.
Oh,
so
yeah.
big, so comfy.
Yes.
The lab is where it's at.
I love it. Yeah, it's very, very, very nice. we were sitting in there yesterday, and the only thing we couldn't do is you can't smoke in there anymore.
Oh, you can't because of the people next door?
No,
the podcast room.
I think the smoke. I think you can only get like a smoke detector can only go off so many times before eventually they're like, hey, what's going on here, like or whatever. So now you can't. They're like you can't even vape in there, but we vaped. You just gotta like blow it up the corner
You gotta
or whatever.
blow in your shirt like Tina.
Yes, dude. Does she do it on the airplane?
She has.
I have too.
I will snitch on people if I smell it. Guess what? I'm stitching.
Yeah, well, we shouldn't do it because you can get in a lot of trouble and the things can go off and you shouldn't do it. But one time I was on an airplane, I did it once just to make Tatum laugh because she goes, "What are you doing?" And it was the first time, and I took it and I go, "This is how you do it." And I go, "Stop!" And you just hold it in, and then you barely breathe it out, and you go, "And now my lungs are on fire." Yeah, I would just zero them out.
You know what though? I do miss smoking every single day, but I don't miss that where you're like, I have to smoke now. I have to smoke now. That I hated that it ruled my life.
I do, yes, and because also I hate that part too because there are times where either me and Tatum when we want to like rip the vape or whatever, we both want to hit it, and then as soon as we get to hit it, now our heads hurt. You know, you got that thing. It is a problem. It's like the only thing I do in my life that I know I'm like this is actively not good for me, but we do it all the time. And once you want to do it all the time, and that's what I told her the other day because we had both quit for like. Just like a couple days or whatever. And even I told her, I go, dude, I know I'm crankier and I know you're crankier, but we've had a bunch more ideas. We keep thinking of other stuff to do and you just fill the time in with it. Cause dude, the going outside or being like, hey, you want to go rip a cigarette? And you're like, yeah, but it is also the best excuse to go hang out with a bunch of dickheads.
It's just the best excuse for everything to go outside and smoke, especially
Yes.
when the weather's nice.
Yes.
Now that it's turning cold, that was never fun.
That was the worst. Yeah, when you would, because like when you're outside shivering for nicotine, you're like, what am I doing
Why
out here?
am I out
Especially
here?
the work, because if you go out with someone, it's fine. But I remember there'd be times like at the improv shop or whatever where you'd go out by yourself and you'd be halfway through that cig out there and you'd be like, because you go out there because you think there's gonna be other people and then there aren't, and then you can't be a guy who's like, well, I'm not gonna walk back inside and not light the cig. I need to just look around, see if there's anybody, and yeah, man. But cigarettes are the only thing. I've told my little brother, I'm like, cigarettes are very overrated. Like, I
How
was
is
like,
your little brother?
he's good. He's good. He's got. Last time I saw him, he had a boyfriend and he brought him out to the show and he said that
Your
he
brother's
was
gay?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did I know that?
I thought you did.
What was his name again?
Gay. Just gay now. No, Joey. But
Joey, of course.
he brought his boyfriend and he was like, because he told my mom, he was like, well, how'd you guys meet? He's like, well, Mom, we met on an app called Grindr. And my mom goes, oh, you guys are like little grindy buddies. And you're like, Mom, like she's just trying to be so nice that she doesn't even know what she's saying. She's just like, and not like she's not like in any way like trying to be nice. She's just like that as a person. She's always trying to be nice. She's like, oh, little grindy buddies. And I'm like, well, that's probably not what you should say. But I have a joke about my brother now that I think is really funny because I was like, because he came out as bi, but I say it on stage, I go, my brother's gay. Well, I was like, well, he's bi. I was like, but he only dates guys. I was like, what's that called? And he goes, no, Bobby, I'm bi. I'm like, yeah, bi a lot of guys all the time. And it's my favorite joke I get to say right now. It's like so funny, but.
Has he always been gay?
So I don't know
Or
how.
out?
I don't know how. No.
Okay.
And honestly, because when we grew up, like, I don't know, like, I just wasn't like that kind of a brother. I was like, hey, who you dating, brother? Like, I didn't do that. And he, like, it just didn't come up because when people are like, oh, sexuality doesn't matter. I'm like, it definitely doesn't matter. I'm like, it's also weird for me to check in with my brother, like, what's going on, man? You know what I mean? Like,
getting some pussy, brother.
Exactly. We never did that. But then right before he came out, I asked our friends Corey and Ari, like, we were just hanging out, and I told them, I was like, hey, I know your whole experience isn't like explaining gay to other people, but I was like, I feel like my brother might be gay, and it's not important, but I just want to know like what.
If you sucked him off.
No, but I do a joke where I said now when I'm talking about my brother, I go, and I was like, I used to be Catholic, but now I'm not because they don't like gay people. My brother's gay, and I'm like, I'm not going to choose religion over my brother. So I go, I choose my brother, and everyone claps. I go, so I'm dating my brother now. Oh my God. It makes me so happy watching a guy go, hey man, you can't date your brother. It's only your stepsister online. But no, yeah. So I had asked my friends about it, and they were like, we had actually talked about it, and they were like, we kind of like think he's gay too. Or I was like, I don't like care, but I was like, do I bring it up? And it was just around that time that he had came over to my house, and he was just like, yeah, I want to tell you something. He's like, he made it. It was a very beautiful thing. He said he brought this. He brought a feather over. It was really sweet. He brought this feather over, and it was like black and white. And he's like, see, the thing about like this, like his thing is that I can't figure out if it's more black or more white. And he's like, and that's how I feel like about me and my sexuality or whatever. And it was beautiful. And so I still have it. I still have that. I still have it in a thing. Yeah. It's a little, yeah, it's like a little feather. Yeah. I've never really told anybody that, by the way, either. Yeah. But yeah, he gave me that. And I thought that was very sweet. And then I disowned him as a brother because I was like,
yeah,
you're gay.
You
No. But no, yeah. So he came out, and at first it was weird because and I don't think he would care if I'm talking about it, because he's also, if you met me and my brother, you wouldn't pick him as the gay one. He's like, my brother was like, he dresses like a Republican. He has guns. I'm like the one that's like, you want to kiss, brother? Like, I'm just like, me and my brother couldn't be more like different. And like he came out as gay, and he'd tell me, he's like, oh, I'm going out to like gay bars and stuff like that. And I'd be like, oh, which ones? Like in St. Louis, he's like, oh, I went to this, I went to like Just John's or whatever. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember Just John's. He's like, yeah, almost got in a fight. This guy came and like touched my back out of nowhere. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's gonna happen. That's kind of happens. I mean, happens to me when I go there too, or whatever. But yeah, so at first it was like kind of weird or whatever. But no, now he seems like a happy guy. He has a boyfriend. Last time I talked to him, and it seems like he's doing good.
Shout out to Joey.
Yeah, shout out to JoJo. Shout out to.
It's been quite a few years since I've seen you.
Yeah,
and
we miss you.
I guess since you're gay, we don't have a chance now.
Yeah, no, well, he says he's bi, so you could maybe.
Bye, bitch.
Bye, Joey. But yeah, and then your sister is straight as hell, and every once in a while we joke about maybe me and I'll date her. I date you, date your sister, maybe at the same time.
She's so straight, she's celibate at this point.
Dude, that's what I told Rafe the other day. I was like, I feel like I'm becoming like that. I was like, every once in a while I'm like, sex is stupid. Like every once in a while you ever like, I'll look up porn or something like that, and I'll just be like, what are we doing? Like
it's
you're just like
too much work.
It's so stupid. Like you would ask me, you're like, do you hook up like on the road? I'm like, no, it's not. It doesn't happen like that. And it's too many problems. It's just like.
It's too much.
It's too much. And then for some reason we release these chemicals where you have sex with someone, and then you're like, do I love you? Like, fuck, this is not good. Yeah, I don't do it that way. I was like hooking up with like a friend, and we were both like, we can probably handle this. And then very quickly I was like, I think my heart hurts.
Oh.
Yeah, I know, isn't the worst? I like got my heart broke. Yeah, we like both got our heart broken trying to like be cool or whatever.
Yeah,
but
I'm cool. I love you.
I don't give a flying. Yeah, we were both like having sex one time, and we both were like, I almost yelled, I love you. I was like, yo, me too, bitch.
That's sad.
It is. It's very sad, but we still like. I mean, that's because how I view it. And I know that she views it too. It's like we're always gonna be in each other's lives. We want to be friends, but we just tried to we just played too close to fire. I guess I still think the fire was fine.
You
I think
flew
or whatever.
Too close to the sun, as they say.
Yeah, too close to the sun with a wax dick or whatever, and it melted. And I was like, oh no, yeah. But yeah, I had a little bit of that happens. It's like you get heartbreak, but I feel like it's good because we're both like I texted her on the way here. Like we both still care about each other. We text each other, but
were
it was
you
just
like thinking about you?
Well, I don't know. We're like silly, and I do send her. Did I show you that video of me a spider on my penis? Did I show you that video yet? Because I showed Rafe and Tina, and I was I like to be funny, and I was driving.
I like to be funny.
I like to be funny, and she likes she thinks like pee's funny, she whatever. So I was like, hey, I just stopped at this gas station, and I was like, I'm going to send you this video. So I thought it'd be funny because I had to piss so bad. I was like, I was going to send her a picture, like a video of me peeing, because she thinks she's like, that's awesome. So I go to send her a video of that. And as I do, I'm watching me pee through my phone, and I go, hey, look, oh my God, is that a spider? Oh my God. And so I'm fully pissing and a spider's on me. And so I go like this and it's like goes like this and it's like on the string and it goes by my ball. And I get so scared that it's going to bite my dick that I just fully pissing, put my dick in my pants. I am fully pissing.
What the fuck?
All over myself. And I have it on. It's me. And you watch me. I go, oh my God. I'm in a Love's bathroom, and I just, because I didn't want to piss all over the floor, so I just went like this, and I pissed all on my arms. Libby, I had piss up my shirt, piss on my sleeves.
Did anyone hear you in there?
There was one guy who I think was in the bathroom trying to do one of those, like, don't move. I do. But yeah, I was just like,
You're just going, oh my God.
Yeah, because I wasn't trying to videotape. Like, there's no one else in the bathroom, so I was like, oh, this will just be funny, and I do it. And then I was literally like, ah! There's a spider on me, and you can hear. I showed Tina. She was on the floor crying. She was like, dude, because you hear my voice, you hear me going, because it's me trying to be funny. I'm like, hey, look, I'm taking. Oh my God. And I fucking fly this off. It was a nightmare, dude. It was a nightmare.
God damn.
Yeah. But that's just life. Hey, that's just how life is on the road, baby.
Bobby sent a picture of me, him, and Tina the other day where we were infant children.
We were infant children, and we did look like we were all like at a Suboxone clinic. We all had like beanies and so on. We had like, it was like one of those mornings where we were like, we're in our third favorite outfits today. We were all so tired.
Oh my God.
Isn't that crazy though? Because I remember what's crazy is I'll think about those pictures, and I remember around that time thinking that I was like, isn't it cool how long we've known each other now? And now I'll see that picture and it's like, it's crazy. And I'm not trying to be the things where it's like, man, we're getting so old. I'll just be like, it's weird how fast that time has gone. It's wild.
And to look back at pictures of you at the time, you were a baby.
A baby. Yeah. I showed Tina, or sorry, I showed Tatum's daughter, like she's like 5 or whatever. Tatum had shown her a picture of me because she like came up on her phone or whatever. She's like, look, this is a picture of Bobby. And she goes, and it's before I had a beard or long hair. And she goes, that's not Bobby. She goes, yeah, no, Bobby used to have short hair or whatever, a beard. And she goes, okay. And that night she was going to bed, she said, and Tatum, she's like, I had my daughter laying right here. And right before we went to bed, she looks at me, she goes, Mommy, I think Bobby looks a lot better as a woman. And Tatum laughed so hard that her daughter started crying. She was like, ah! And she's like, Mommy, what? She goes, I think Bobby looks a lot better as a woman. Yeah. I was like, isn't that crazy? Yeah. But yeah, we were just little babies, baby. Isn't that crazy? She thinks I look better as a woman. I was also at a strip club one time.
She roasted your ass.
I was also at a strip club one time. There was a bunch of guys behind me that were talking to like some of the staff at Helium, and we all went to the strip club, and we're standing there, and I'm in a full red suit, and my hair's down, and I guess I got kind of a dunk on me, and I was standing there, and I turn around, and a bunch of guys go, whoa, we thought you was a woman. A bunch of guys literally were like, and I was like, oh man. So yeah, her daughter, everyone thinks I'm a woman. Yeah. It's okay. I'll take one for the team. I'll take one for the team. I dressed up as Britney Spears one night at the 2000s party, and the amount of people that came up and they go, we really thought that was a woman.
Really?
Like, just because I was running around, they were like, yeah, until they would turn around. I'll show you a picture. Dude, I look good as Britney Spears, dude.
What are you going to be this year?
I'm going to be in Reno, Nevada. So I thought about dressing up as one of those, with the dancers outside that have like the big stuff, like in like Vegas or whatever, and doing like a man on the street thing, like one of those showgirls. Think about dressing up like a showgirl or the Pink Power Ranger. I think I look exactly like the Pink Power Ranger.
But how do you know? Because they don't show their face, right?
The Power Rangers?
Yeah.
No, they do when they're in high school or when they're in school. They're like, before they say, hey, yeah, they're just regular kids.
Really?
Oh, I look like her.
I did not know the story of the Power Rangers.
Oh my God. We got baby girl, the Power Rangers. That's all I know. Zordon.
I thought they just had the mask on all the time.
No, they're regular kids.
They have faces and they're kids?
They got faces and there's kids under there.
I thought they were adults, dude.
No. Right, no. Little kids.
Did you know that?
Did you know that, Harry?
What?
The Power Rangers are kids?
They were kids?
They are kids. Like Power Rangers are always kids. They're always teenagers.
I haven't watched them. So the new they're still out?
No, I've never watched Power Rangers. I thought the Power Rangers were adults.
No, they're teenagers. They're little kids.
They are teenagers.
Yeah. She thought they were adults. She thought they had like 401ks.
I didn't know they took their mask off.
Yeah, they take their mask off. But when no one's around.
I thought they were like probably in college.
Yeah.
That age
Dude, thinking of college Power Rangers is so much funnier. Just them being like, oh yeah, ugh, dude, I fucking am gonna throw up. Like thinking of them being drunk and like throwing up in their mask. Yeah. Dude, I threw up in my white Power Ranger mask.
So there was one girl.
There's two. Well, it changes all the time, but there was two girls, the yellow and the pink, and then the rest were boys.
Okay, so man, I have to watch some Power Rangers. For many years, and
I mean this with my whole heart. You definitely don't have to watch Power Rangers. You should. The movie though does rip. The movie they have is cool because it starts and they all jump. I still daydream about doing this. They all jump out of a helicopter, but the white one, who's like the coolest one, he went from being the green one and he like hit puberty and became the white one or whatever. But he jumps out of an airplane with a snowboard, which makes literally no sense. Like they're all skydiving and he's riding a snowboard out in the sky. With a song like "Action Boy Now, Action Girl Now," and to this day, if everyone's like, "Do you want to go skydiving?" I'd be like, "Yeah, but can we also put like a snowboard on me because I want to fucking rip just like the White Power Ranger?" Yeah,
I'm just beside myself.
That they're teenies.
That's not their full-time job. They're students.
Like, could you imagine, like, all of a sudden the guy comes home and he's like, "Hey, I know you thought you were hanging out with the Power Ranger, but it's Chris Hansen." He's like, "Did you know she's only 13? I know you wanted to hang out with the pink Power Ranger, but just so you know, she's a child."
She's a kid. Wow.
Yeah.
My mind is blown.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm disappointed. I thought they were full-time superheroes. I didn't realize they were going to school.
Yeah.
Wow, this is.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to do that to you.
It's upsetting. Yeah,
it is upsetting.
It's upsetting, and definitely won't be doing your show tonight.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna stay home and watch Power Rangers.
All right, just stay home and just be like, oh, you guys probably 16, 17, but something like that. Just fucking probably know what each other's farts and shit smells like. But dude, we probably both got to get out of here. I really do hope you do a guest spot tonight. I sincerely would love that by the time this episode comes out that you have decided, because people want to see you. I love you. You're just too funny not to do a guest spot, and no one's gonna mind a little bit of extra time to see Libby fucking Higgins.
I want to sit in the audience and eat a comedy cob.
Okay.
The menu at the lab is better too.
Oh yeah.
If you're gonna have a salad and you don't call it comedy cob,
yes,
shut your business down,
bro. It's you gotta have a joke. Yeah, you gotta be like jazzy. Jizzy jazzy fucking jets or whatever. I don't even know what those would be, but I had the wings last night, and they were, because usually we were talking about this the other night. I was like, you were like, well, we were talking about being on the road, and you're like, what part sucks or whatever, and I was like, it's just being like, oh, this is what my body feels like if it runs solely on chicken fingers. Like, and you eat chicken fingers all the time, and sometimes the clubs will have like, dude, I ate some and I won't say what club, but I ate some at a club the other day that I don't ever get the chicken ick, and I ate some and took a bite, and I was like, what the fuck is this? But at Zany's, dude, those wings are so good. You take it, they do that thing, one bite, pull out. Dude, there ain't nothing on the bone. Yeah, they were fire. Because that's how you know. If you go to a comedy club, I love asking like the waitress or the waiter. I'll be like, so how is the food here? Should we eat afterwards? And they'll go, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's nice when they're honest about that, because some clubs rule, but yeah, for the most part, you're like, this is crazy. I like that every once in a while when you go to a club where they're like, we do have like one of the nicest menus around, and they have like a steak or something like that. Like I think it was at the Comedy Castle where we got like a fucking T-bone steak or something like that.
Comedy Castle.
You're right.
Where is that?
It was. I don't remember.
What do you think about green rooms that don't have a restroom?
I've noticed it bothers definitely. I feel like for like female performers, it's definitely a bigger thing because and also whenever I've never been the person on the show where everyone's like, that we know who you are, so that part sucks too, to be the performer on the show and you have to go take a shit. I do think that there should be one in there. But as a guy, I don't mind. Honestly, I'll go take a piss in the regular one just to go see what it looks like. So I do. I like walking around the whole place. So, but I do think there should be a bathroom in the green room.
There should be.
Yes.
Because some performers, not me, I can get away with going out there and only a few people bothering me, but Chelsea can't go out there.
No. Yeah. I've thought about that too, where I was like, yeah, I'm sure if Chelsea went to go to the bathroom, like someone would be like some asshole fan or something would be like, I'm going to take a picture over or something like that. Like people would be,
she would be mobbed.
Be mobbed, yes.
And not in a bad way, but people would just want to meet her.
Or something like that. Yeah, people take advantage of those like times or whatever. Yeah, this does deserve to be said, and we can get out of here because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But when I came to see you guys, this was a couple years ago. But when I came to see you guys in Chicago, which also I still think about when you were on stage and that guy walked away and you go, "You can't abandon your post," the security guy. Yeah, I've been on stage and a guy will move and I'll be like, "That's not my bit, but I want to do it so much." But I just love when he walked away, he goes, "Sir, where you going? You can't abandon your post." And he literally goes, "Oh," and he like almost went back. He was like, "I think you're right. I think I shouldn't be moving." But when I saw you guys, we hung out in the green room. And it was me, you, Tina, Beth, everyone was there. And then you guys were like, "Hey, we got to go do meet and greet really quick." So we all start walking out of the green room. And there had already been a line that was so long, it was still extending into the showroom. And you guys came outside. And I'm not exaggerating because you're on my podcast. I've told other people like this. It felt like I was hanging out with the Beatles. You guys came out. They had already seen your show. They knew you were there. You walked out and they go, "There they are." Like people were grabbing people that they were with. All the attention came to you so much that I had to do a bit. I was with Steve Rains and we were standing there and I put my arm around him. I go, "This is for us." And I was like, did that because I was like, it just was like, you have to be funny in moments where you don't know what to do. But it was just very cool to see like how loved you guys were. And like, it's crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's cool. Like I've had people who someone saw me at a show and they're like, "Dude, I think you're so funny. I saw you on Slap City." And they go, "How the fuck did you get on that?" I literally was like, "They're my friends." They're like, "All right." Like,
I mean, we've talked about Bobby the Bone Man Jaycox for years.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what I'm saying. And then she was just like, "How did you get on that? How did you?" I'm like, "They're my friends." And they're like, "All right, I don't know about that." Yeah, isn't that funny? Isn't that crazy?
Go back to all the other episodes.
Yeah, yes, I know. But yeah, that's so funny. So it's just cool. It's very cool seeing you guys get to like be at that level. Because even there's comedians who go their whole career and get like, they do fine, but it might not ever be like that. But you guys literally have people like shaking down the place, wanting to meet you, like getting so excited. The dressing like you guys is unmatched. Like that's
unreal.
That's unreal to be able to see someone come out and do that. And then like how much people, whenever Beth and Tina are selling your guys' merch, like just watching how many people are like, that and that, like they're not buying clothes or they're not buying any of that. They just have to have as much of you as they can. And that's so beautiful to see.
And it's like they're almost can't even sell anymore because people want to take pictures with Beth and Tina so much now.
Yes. Yeah.
It's wild. And I think that's a lot of Chelsea because she just is so good to her fans.
Yeah.
And I think they feel like we're all friends, you know, because it feels like it.
Well, and you make them feel seen because I feel like that's how, like you also like how we feel with Brian Regan and stuff too. Like whenever you're like, "Hey," or whatever, I know how that is too. And all of a sudden they're like, the voice that I listen to on my podcast is like talking through me. Like it's like they're like that voice that I hear every day on my way to work, when I'm sad, when I'm happy, that person is talking to me. Like, dude, what was that video that Tina showed me when I did your guys' podcast where ago? That lady who was like took too many edibles and is like laying there, she's just like, she's not making any sense. It's just like, "Slop City Podcast." Like she's coming out of a bad drug. Yeah, she came out of a drug stupor and the first cognitive thoughts were like, "Oh, Slop City Podcast." Isn't that crazy?
That's nuts.
That's amazing. So yeah, I know you're hard on yourself and I am too, but I'm not like just trying to be like whatever word that is, trying to be like, you should think yourself better. I literally am just giving you the accolades that I've just seen you do so many things that it's cool to like witness how many people love you so you can't shit anywhere in this country. It's amazing. That was amazing. I love it. Do you have anything else you want to promote? Anything else coming up? Your podcasts? Anything you love? Anything you want to do? Say?
I mean, me and Tina are still trying to do Slap City, but you know, it's hard because I'm here. God, why my ass looks so... I want to stand up so they can see that
Yeah, show my podcast. If you don't mind showing my podcast your ass.
I've lost weight, but when I sit down, I'm like melted. So I'm going to stand up and show
we live in an ass society now. We are a lover of asses, so I don't think anyone's going to mind. This might be the thumbnail. If you... Oh, look at that dunk, dude. Libby, I'm one day we'll be dunked up. I think this will be the thumbnail. Thank you guys for listening. We're dunked up. Love you. Can you do the shake? I don't even know how to do the
No.
shake. I know. I can't do none
I
of that.
practice a lot, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have the muscles for it. But all right, that's the pod. Please follow Libby. Go see her on the road. Support live stand up. Thank you. Love you. Bye. Love it. Thank you, Libby. Thank you. Love you. Oh my God. That was so much.